When Prof says that everybody in the country seems to be happy, I beg to differ. Some people in the country surely have very good reasons to be happy, but there is no nurse in Ghana today that will tell you that he is happy with the government. No nurse. And for me, the betrayal point for nurses in Ghana is the government's silence on automatic posting. Teachers, same scenario with the nurses. The betrayal point for teachers in Ghana is the president's specific emphatic promise of cancelling Lanchester exams and making it part of a certain regular examination, only for him to come to office and not only betray them on that promise, but even go ahead to increase the fees for registering for the Lanchester exams. So the teachers also have their betrayal point. So, Prof, clearly, teachers cannot be happy with the state of the nation. They can't, because they haven't found themselves in all of these blossoming things that the president speaks of. Unemployed youth. Listen, the number of unsustained jobs that we are seeing have increased than it was in the past. The young people who were hopeful, in fact, millions of young Ghanaians went to queue and vote for the first time in 2024 because this government managed to sell a flagship program that says specifically that when we come to office, every institution in the public sector, and I have 46 videos of high-ranking NDC members talking about 24-hour economy. They didn't talk about a certain secretariat, a certain authority. In fact, when we were arguing with them, and Council, you were here, I was here with you, we were telling them that you cannot promise a holistic 24-hour economy in a state, that it is a push and pull scenario, demand-driven, supply-demand. That is what drives it. They said, no, we are wrong. In fact, they called me a naysayer on this platform and said that I should take it from them. Public institution cried the kwakwa. On this platform, I asked Honorable Inisa Fuseni a specific question. That are you saying that the local government ministry where I work, the chief director, the director for PPPBMB, or whatever they call it, will have 2 people, 3 people working? He said, yes.
No, please. If you can't,
please. I'm telling you about something.
Hey, and you cannot peddle the blatant.
Stop what you are doing.
That's not why he said.
Stop what you are doing. Stop what you are doing.
How can Inusa say that chief director will work and then for some hours and another?
But there's an important intervention.
Which intervention? Is it Inusa?
Please don't do that.
Was he here on the show?
Don't bring Inusa.
Was he here on the show?
Please don't do that.
Okay, I hope Inusa is listening and so
stop what you are saying.
Please,
because
it's difficult to think that Inusa will.
I mean, give some respect to. I mean,
what are you doing?
It's all right.
No,
it's all right. You made a point. You've made a point.
Totally disrespecting.
He's made a point. So go
by stating something I was personally involved in. You were not.
Right.
That's not just him. The national chairman of the NDC, who is today chairing a committee demarcating our district and elevating them. What it means is that he's fully involved in the governance of the state today. Told us that the organizer on the Techiman Highway would be working at 1 a.m. The president of the Republic of Ghana today, Eduji's boss, told us that Boomerang Nightclub will work morning, afternoon, evening. He said it at the manifesto launch. That's the promise they made to us. We haven't forgotten that.
But it's in the process.
No, it is not.
If I
Charlie, what you are doing is wrong. Don't do nothing. I noticed so many things you do.
So I'm not.
But you are destroying my time.
They just did the legislation.
No, don't do that. I beg you.
They just passed the legislation, right?
Lawyer, I was studying all the things you said. It's because of what you are doing. I'll do the same to you.
Go ahead.
I beg you. This is a very serious life, dependent issue. Now, Council. He's even distorted my because there was no stop what you are doing.
You were going through the boomerang.
Council, you see, that is the president's own voice at the manifesto launch. In fact, put all the 46 videos aside. The most bizarre of all the promises was even the boomerang scenario by the president himself. Forget all the others. That was the promise you made to us. For a president to even create an impression that in this country, Republic of Ghana, the nightclubs, the name is nightclub, would actually be playing during the day. Because according to him, those who went to work at night will miss the nightclub. So during the day, they will come and join and chill in the club. Then the day people will go to work. Come on. They sold it to us. Now you talk about legislation. I have read legislation 13 times. Shift jobs 133 does not find itself anywhere in the legislation. Listen, the legislation basically went to set up an authority to coordinate an economic transformation program.
But how do you expect that in a legislation?
Oh,
because the shift is a function of the economics of the entities that have been empowered.
Oh, yeah. My name is Dennis Mirakosabuaji. I have my senses switched, though I know exactly what I am saying. Isn't this what we told them when they were making that promise?
You never said.
Oh, Charlie, stop. Charlie, what you are doing, if you continue to do this.
No, but you never said.
Write what
am I not permitted?
No, you are not permitted. Write it. If I didn't say write it, when it's your turn, don't do this again. You are distorting me. Cancel. Take charge.
Listen, you have the opportunity to
listen. When they were making these absurd things, we told them that 133 is a function. I am on record here on Asempa everywhere. I said that it is an output of multiple set of policies, and that there is no policy called 133. That 133 is only a function, is an output. That is what we told them. Do you know what they told us? They said we are lying. We don't know what we are talking about. So I know what I am talking about. Don't correct me. What I have said is right. You are wrong. We told them that it is a function, and that they should stop peddling that falsehood. They are misleading the public by creating an impression that there is a certain policy they are bringing, which says that.
But the fact that it doesn't find expression in the law doesn't make it false.
No, it's false.
Because you have just agreed that it's a function of the economics of the industry.
You are not listening to me. They said I was wrong when I said it was a function. They said they were going to do it. In fact, let me tell you something. As we speak, when they want to hide behind it, they try and pick on a few of them to give you as an example of what it is that they are talking about. They will talk about DVL. Then they will talk about Ghana Publishing, which still supports my point. That, for example, Ghana Publishing is a printing firm. Go to Newtown. Newtown has been operating 24-hour economy since independence. That the stretch here, from Kokomlemle here going to Newtown, those who do the printouts, it is in the midnight that they even do their printing. That is the point we made. When you pick the legislation, I tell you, it is nowhere in their legislation the promises they made to us in the videos. Please stop what you are doing.
I don't expect to find that in a legislation.
That is a problem. It is a problem if you don't expect to find it there. The legislation was supposed to say that starting from January 1st, 2026, Ministry for Local Government, you have 3 people running your
Come on.
No, but that is the promise. Why are you saying come on? You lawyer Samson Ladi, you knew this. And yet when these people were peddling this misleading thing to the people, you didn't do this.
I didn't do what?
You didn't tell them that come on, why are you making this promise?
You haven't heard
But
me.
you and I were here. So
you haven't heard
You
me.
did? Perfect. Then you are the same.
I've been doubtful of it.
Perfect.
But I look forward to see that it works. Because if it does, we all benefit.
No, it will not work.
Because there are people without jobs.
It will not work. The promises they made will not work because there is nowhere in the world that you have the entire state operating on a 24-hour economy. I even went ahead to tell you that in Ghana here today, when you go to Osu Oxford Street, nobody has a gun to the woman selling komi to sell it at 1 a.m. She's selling it because at 1 a.m.
there's demand.
So you can have 24-hour economy running in pockets of the economy. We have some on the Lagos Avenue. If you go to Bantama High Street, if you go to Takrade,
they want to use a policy to make it a general phenomenon.
There is nowhere in that policy that they
Somebody was employed 2018. Somebody 2017 has been in employment for 6 years, 7 years. They were all sacked. DVLA, SNIT, all the state institutions. We're not talking about the mainstream civil service or public service, but those commercial institutions that are state-owned. They just went berserk, sacked all of them, and they are staying
in the area of
agriculture. How do you then say that you have created jobs?
In the area of agriculture, 720,000 birds in the Konketenkete project have been distributed to 13,000 farmers.
I'm sure Mr. President said that in jest.
In jest?
Yeah, I'm sure.
That means each farmer got 55 birds.
I'm sure Mr. President...
If they are giving equally, each farmer got 55 birds.
I don't know who put that in the speech, but, you know, these are pardonable offenses.
You think it's an error? It's a slip?
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed, and out of deference to Mr. President, I won't stretch this. Because we are dealing with serious economic policy decisions, okay? Where you're saying that, look, in the agro sector, you want to get into poultry, help the ordinary poultry farmer, so deal with it at that micro level in your various homes to create some informal, opportunity for you. and you've not rolled it out, and you say, oh, there was some experiment of a sort.
Comparatively, when do you recall that a new government comes in and within a year, 1 million jobs have been, people have gotten employment, 1 million people, that's many?
Samson, first of all, I don't believe in this 1 million job. I don't want to say it's a scam, but I don't believe in it. I don't believe it is true. 1 million jobs in the informal sector or the formal sector. What are the breakdowns? Temporary jobs that 1 million people got, some 6-month jobs, some Wale-to-Warasa jobs, or some construction, Now, if government is saying we've had 1 million jobs created, then let's just look at the opportunities in their budget. Are there major construction works ongoing? They are big push. Is there any implementation? At the district assemblies, what are the jobs that are being created?
But you heard the president yesterday, big push.
Job construction.
There's a lot of work that is going on.
What I'm saying, they should tell us. It shouldn't be that opposition, so we are just criticizing. They should sit with us, tell us, give us the breakdown. There's nothing.